What's up, you guys? Kamen Rider fan freaks coming at you today with another figure review. And today, got another awesome one lined up. Kind of really a double figure review, as you can tell by the boxes. But you can't review one of these figures without the other. So I'm bundling them together and just really excited to do this one. Kamen Rider Black Sun from SH Figuarts and his Battle Hopper from SH Figuarts. Both of these figures are amazing, but they do have some slight flaws, and I'll get into that a little later in the video. But if you have not, please, if you have Amazon Prime, do yourself a favor, look up Kamen Rider Black Sun. You will not be disappointed, at least I hope you won't. I hope I'm recommending you something good. Kamen Rider Black Sun is absolutely amazing, but just keep in mind, it's very adult Kamen Rider. You got a lot of gore, intense violence, but it's fantastic. It's absolutely amazing. The suit designs, the creature designs, the effects, all of that stuff, the story itself, it's awesome in my opinion. The music, it gives me goosebumps every time. Yes, Kamen Rider Black Sun, I highly recommend. Check it out. And these figures are awesome. You guys know how I am with Tamashii Nations. With any company, really, I kind of tell it like it is. If a figure's great, it's great. If it's garbage, it's garbage. If it's great but has some flaws, kind of like what we're going to look over today, then I'm going to say it. But I'm still very happy I picked both of these up. These were not really cheap. They were kind of expensive because Black Sun, again, was a limited 10-episode series. It was a Kamen Rider like tribute anniversary project, so all the figures and stuff around it are very limited made. I don't think that they did like crazy big runs with these figures and sculpts and everything like that. So again, the aftermarket prices for these things are going to be a little bit higher. But I will say I'm still don't regret, no buyer's regret. Both these figures are amazing. Even for what you get, you still get good quality from Tamashii Nations, which again is something that they're all over the place with these days. And these figures are not that old. Versus Kamen Rider Zeto, that was my last figure review. That SH Figuarts is about 10 years old. This SH Figuarts, Kamen Rider Black Sun came out in 2022. I'm not exactly sure when the figures came out, but I imagine it was probably around that 2022, 2023 area. So these figures are only about 2 or 3 years old. But they're amazing. They're great. Again, I plan on keeping the boxes because they're just beautiful. Let's dive right on into this review, though. I've done enough yapping, and let's take a look at these boxes. So again, you have Kamen Rider Black Sun here, his box, figure, nice pose, nice, blue highlight accent behind him. You got the Black Sun logo. You got your little stamp here, which I find this funny, Tamashii Nations quality. Well, sometimes your quality's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's a mixed bag, so work on that, Tamashii. Spine, you get another awesome shot of the figure. Other side of the box, another awesome close-up shot of the figure. On the back is actually where the window for the figure is. The figure is actually facing, you would think he'd be facing the front of the box when you pull him out, but he's actually facing the back. So he got this nice little window here around the sun. Again, Black Sun. Comes with, a sword and a few other accessories. Another awesome picture of the figure. All your legal jargon mumbo jumbo down here. And then that's about it. And then you have his bike. And yes, again, these figures are separate. You have to buy them separate. It kind of stinks because, again, like I said, the prices are not very forgiving. But it's worth it for what you get, in my opinion. Again, no buyer's regret. But it still would have been nice, like, if they came together. You know what I mean? Because they really needed to come together. Because you really can't have Black Sun without his Battle Hopper for sure. They just go great together. But again, taking a look at the box for the Battle Hopper here, you get a really, really nice, front shot of the bike. On the top, Kamen Rider Black Sun, SH Figuarts. Very nice gloss. Again, these boxes are actually really nice. This spine here, you got a nice shot of him on the bike. The other spine, another close-up shot, but again, the bike actually comes with other accessories for the figure as well, so it's not just the bike that you get. You actually get some other little goodies with it. On the back, promotional shots, and all that good stuff. So really nice boxes for both. There's the figures. Let's get these boxes off to the side here, and let's dive straight on into this. I'm excited. Like, these figures are just amazing. Kamen Rider Black Sun. Kamen Rider Black Sun and Kamen Rider Black from '87 are one and the same. If you guys, anyone's out there who's seen that really bad movie, The Interview, Seth Rogen, James Franco, same, but different, but still same. That's Kamen Rider Black and Kamen Rider Black Sun in a nutshell. From my buddy Matt Burkett from Monstrosities, a channel of Tokusatsu, he basically ended up telling me that the Kamen Rider Black Sun is more accurate to the Black manga. It's more accurate to the original manga. The Kamen Rider Black show from '87 has some accuracies to the manga, but again, it spun off into a bunch of different directions because, again, that was a made-for-TV show back in the '80s on Sunday mornings, Japan, for, kids and stuff like that. But so it's nice to see the differences, especially after recently watching the Black from '87. And of course, I've seen Black Sun several times. I've rewatched those 10 episodes like 4 or 5 times now. It's fun to see the similarities, and it's fun to see the differences and changes between the two. So I highly recommend both. Again, you need to watch Black Sun on Amazon Prime. And if you haven't, it's worth the investment. Kamen Rider Black. You can buy the Blu-ray set of the complete series on Amazon. It's about $60. It's worth it. And it's just cool to see the differences between this and the original show and vice versa. It's cool to see the similarities, the differences, all that good stuff. So, diving right on into this figure review, let's take a look at Kamen Rider Black here. Really, really awesome if you just can't immediately tell. I mean, the detail is amazing. The paint is there. It's just absolutely incredible. Let's go dive right on into it with paint. Of course, Kamen Rider Black Sun speaks for itself. He's mainly going to be a very, very dark black. But it does have a little bit of a gloss to it, and that helps bring out the details in the suit. His eyes are a translucent, but they do have gray. And then again, you see these little red highlights. Again, look at that line work. Arms, under the shoulder pads here. The line work, again, no bit of slop. It just looks absolutely beautiful. It's clean. So all those red lines throughout the suit look really, really nice. And again, it's kind of like a shiny-ish red. So they stand out really well when the light hits it just right. Silver in the mouth looks really, really good. It even has a little bit of like bronze brown dry brushing in there. His antenna, very nice bright silver. His little belt driver here, you got kind of like a dark teal color with some silvers, a little bit of like a bronzish gold in there, and then again this silver here, and then a translucent red piece for the belt. And then again, you have the black symbol here on this chest piece, painted in a nice kind of like off eggshell white. Just beautiful, beautiful coloring all the way around for what it is. Again, all the line work just makes it worth it. Again, Tamashii Nations, showing us they can do these paint things, but like depending on the figures or the lines or whatever, man, they just miss the mark. Their quality just kind of sucks now. Detail-wise, again, I mean, just look at the face. All the detailing in the mouth here, the eyes. The eyes look fantastic. The rest of the helmet, all the lines and everything. All the detailing in the chest, all the lines, the grooves, spikes on the forearms, really, really nice. They're actually pretty sharp. All the mechanical details in his belt driver. Again, just all the lines and grooves, the spikes on the knees, his little two-toed spike feet. Just detail all the way around is incredible. Black Sun definitely reminds me of Geiger, you know, the Geiger artist, like Alien and stuff like that. It definitely kind of resembles, you know, like a lot of that stuff to me. And then it also reminds me of Guyver. You know, it's funny, Giger and Guyver. It's funny how all of that kind of comes full circle and is all kind of similar and almost related to one another. I mean, look at all the detail in the hands. Even his little claws on each finger just look fantastic. Tamashii, where's this quality with all your stuff? Absolutely amazing, though. I mean, even all the detail and little lines and grooves in the antenna. Which, since we're on that topic, I mean, this figure looks pretty good, right? What if I told you I had to, like, put this back on and glue it? That is one thing, if you saw my last figure review, I do not like about Kamen Rider Black Sun here from SH Figuarts. These antennae almost have no give. So brittle. But getting that, since that was broken, you guys, and keep in mind, I brought him over to a family member's and I was showing, because I like to show off my figures to my family members. You know, I'm that guy. I barely had him kind of off the table about this far. All it did was him to slip just right, and that hit, and that just broke. So that is one thing that I will say I wish was a little bit better about this figure. I wish these antennas had a little bit more give, because I had to glue that. And guys, that is not easy to get that to line up with the other antenna as well as I did. I'm actually impressed. But just to get it to sit right too, I mean, it wasn't easy. It still might not be perfect, I don't know. But yeah, so that is one thing I will say about this figure is if you do get it or plan to get it, keep in mind these antennae are super, super brittle and fragile. They do not really have any give at all, which really sucks because again, this figure was expensive. You know, I would rather him not be, you know, like a piece of glass basically. Because again, you want to move these guys around, you want to pose him, you know, you want to be careful of the head though, you know, how you move it, how you grab it, stuff like that. You don't want this to like snag on a piece of clothing or anything like that either, you know, because again, it'll just snap right off. I'm glad it was just the one and not both. Articulation though, really, really good. Black Sun here can look ever so far up. The neck piece here actually kind of inhibits that, but he can look really, really far down. You can get head tilt. He can look left. He can look right. Arms, you can bend outwards. The shoulder pieces move very nicely with it. Arms, you can move forward, back, rotate them all the way around, however you see fit. Elbows, biceps do have a swivel. Elbows, very nicely double jointed elbows. You get really nice bends out of them. Wrists are on a ball joint, so you can rotate, bend those however you see fit and want. He does have an ab crunch, as well as a, you know, lower waist joint right there, not at the belt, but it's above. So his torso here is like in two segments. So you do get nice forward, backward motions really, really well. Side to side motions really, really well. And again, you can turn him left or right very, very nicely. His legs, really, really nice. Very good kick forward. Very good kicks backward. You can kind of pull those down to get a little bit of a bend, but as you can see, these pieces here, but this here is a pliable plastic, so you can get a little bit of give out of it to give him a kick. And then you can kind of rotate him around to like his back end here to kind of give him a little bit more of a side kick. But he does have a thigh swivel there too, so again, you can continue to rotate that around however you see fit to get the pose that you want. Double jointed knees bend really, really nice. And all the joints are pretty solid too. He doesn't really feel loose. Again, the joints are good. Ankles, you can bend them up pretty decently. You can bend them down really nice. He does have pivot as well. Really nice pivot. You can rotate the ankles just a little bit, nothing crazy. And then he does have toe articulation as well. So really, really good range of motion on this guy. The joints are really good. And he's fun to pose. He's awesome. I mean, he just looks great. Especially when you compare him to with the bike and stuff like that too. Let me set him back here. I'm just gonna lead him up here. I don't have his feet perfect. As far as accessories go, I'll go over accessories because, you know, all the accessories were for him anyway that came with the bike, besides this, which is just another little like support stand for the bike, which is just a clear translucent plastic cradle piece, nothing crazy. But the bike did come with an alternate head, which I want to admit, I do like the look of the red eyes a little bit better than the gray, but both look great. Detail on both look great. Color looks good. And what's funny, these antennae are way more pliable. So I think the bike came out after the main figure. So I wonder if they just went back, which it would have been nice if they gave us like an updated head with the updated, you know, antenna. Because I do like how these are way more pliable and flexible and won't break as easy as the ones that are currently on the figure. So I really wish they gave us two different heads. That way we kind of had an updated head sculpt with the more pliable, but whatever. But this does look great on the figure, I will say. I will do that for you guys. I will swap that out really quick. And the way my guy swaps out is the whole neck piece pops out. So I gotta like pop that, and then I gotta be careful of those antennae, and I gotta pop that off like so. And then pop that in there. Pop that in there. And if you guys heard that on the audio or not, I don't know. But see, I like the look of the red eyes a lot better. Just looks really, really cool. But yeah, so, you know, technically two different heads. One comes with the bike. One comes with the figure. He comes with several different chest pieces. I have him with the black symbol on his one chest piece, so that, you know, the little white snake eating the sun symbol. But you can have like his other insect arm over that, you know, so you can have like the double, you know, sided. You can just have like a blank chest piece for that side if you want, with no symbol. So they give you those options. He does come with a sword, which comes with several different handles. So here's one handle, which I forget why it comes with two different handles, but it does. And again, Black Sun, very gory, very graphic, violent show. His sword comes from his body. He literally rips off one of his own like insect appendages, and that's his sword. And again, I have one of the hands on it, you know, a gripping hand already there, so that way I'm not swapping it in and out, because it was kind of irritating. The fingers are actually pliable on these figures, which is nice, but it was still kind of difficult to get the sword in there. So I just kind of have this hand attached to the sword at all times. That way I can just swap in and out the hand. And then, of course, with all the other SH Figuarts figures and everything, he comes with, you know, there's another chest piece there, but I don't have to go over that. But tons of hands. The hands that came with the motorcycle are of course specific to the motorcycle. He comes with these hands here, which have the fingers out, but like, you know, like he's hitting the throttle or the brake or whatever, or the clutch. So he comes with two of those. He comes with, I have one of them on his hand already, but kind of that open motion, ready to attack hand. And again, every hand is just so nicely detailed. Like all the claws and everything in there just look great. The knuckles, everything just look fantastic. So he comes with two of those. Of course, he comes with two fist type hands. Or actually, that's another open gripping hand for his sword, if you want the sword in the opposite hand. But then there's a punching hand. There's the other punching hand. So two punching hands, two grip hands. Kind of a laxed, you know, laxed kind of battle ready hand, which I have the other one on his other hand. And then he comes with like two very open, aggressive type grabby hands. No chopping hands or anything like that. But again, just the detail on everything is just amazing. Man, we're over 20 minutes and I haven't even got to the bike yet. Battle Hopper, though, very simple to go over. Paint a very nice dark green. Again, you have silvers, blacks, a little bit of bronze in there. Copper color, you know, for some of the tubing. Springs there are actually metal springs. There's no other die cast in it, but you do get that nice, you know, shock effect there. Of course, you have your kickstand. The bike itself, you got those red translucent eye pieces for the front. All the gears and readings. Kind of going over paint and detail in one here, just because I don't want this review to lag on too much further. Articulation, you can move it side to side. The wheels do spin really, really nicely. They do spin very, very nicely. Tires are a nice rubber. They're not like a hard plastic, just to give it kind of that real feel. Again, all the engine, pipe work. You got another red translucent piece right here. Just looks great. Fantastic. My only issue with the bike, again, antennas. If this bike were to drop, fall, I feel like these antennas would probably snap. Like there's a little bit of a give, but not really. They're very, very stiff and brittle feeling. But other than that, I mean, all the exhausts, again, all the mechanical detail in the bike, just overall looks great. The seat, just everything's really, really nice. And again, they just look good together. I know I forgot to do it in my Kamen Rider Zeto figure review, but I don't really do scaling because, again, these are SH Figuarts. They're humanoid type figures, so they'll scale in anything in that 6-inch scale, basically. Anything that you have humanoid. You want Kamen Rider and Tekken. You want Kamen Rider and maybe Dragon Ball characters. You know, stuff like that. He will fit in with those humanoid type sized characters. Anyway, you guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed my figure review of the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Black Sun and his Battle Hopper. We are Kamen Rider fan freaks, Godzilla fan freaks. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out and like and follow Godzilla fan freaks over on Facebook and Instagram. Don't forget to also atomic blast that like button, atomic blast that notification bell. And like always, you guys, we are Godzilla fan freaks, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.
What does it mean?